Guys, we're back. Well,
Sydney's new. I'm back because was just here. You poo.
I'm back. I just got food. I had spinach and artichoke dip and
From
garlic
Beach?
parmesan wings, of course.
How hard was it?
It was really good, actually. I feel like, though, I'm sick of spinach and artichoke dip, but I just, I look at the menu every time and I'm like, fine, I'll get it.
I got the buffalo chicken wrap. I mean, it was good. I don't think I'd get it again.
You know, I'm, really sick of buffalo chicken.
Yeah, I just had buffalo chicken wrap last night, but from Gemelli's.
The buffalo chicken pizza from Gemelli's is 10 times better than the one from A1. I'll have to say.
From A1.
Because I don't like how they put, it's still, tomato sauce, and then it's still the buffalo chicken on it.
I don't like that.
Yep.
No. Oop. I didn't like that.
But the buffalo chicken tacos from, whatchamacallit?
Oh,
Waco, they changed, right? They used to be the shredded buffalo chicken.
You like that better?
I like that better because now it's just it tastes like a chicken cutlet.
Yeah, so when me and Catherine were talking, it was a train wreck. We literally just were like
beep boop, beep boop.
Beep boop. It was kind of just like no brain cells. There was 2 girls, but no brain cells were present.
Two girls, and the other brain cell was
I don't know.
Donor. But today we actually have a topic.
Yeah, me and Sydney actually just brainstormed really quick, and we're going to talk about amusement parks and our favorite ones ever.
So we'll start off small, and then we'll go to the big corporations.
So have you ever been to Six Flags Great Adventure located in Jackson, New Jersey?
I haven't been to Six Flags, but I've been to Hershey Park.
Okay. There's this ride at Six Flags, and it's called Nitro. It's my favorite one because it's you sit down and then it locks you in by your waist, in between your legs, around your waist. So it's not over the shoulder locked in, but so you go really high up, and the drop is literally straight down. It's insane. But anyway, I think this was 8th grade. Yeah, it was 8th grade because me and my friends, we always used to go to Six Flags all the time, and we went when it was because we went to Catholic school. So we had off, but public school still had school. So when we went, it was empty, but there was older people there, I think college kids, because I don't know, I think it was some trip or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it was us and just a bunch of college kids, and we were literally 8th graders. And so we're online, about to get onto Nitro, and I literally fainted because I was so dehydrated. I was like, guys, I didn't want to faint. And I was like, cut the cameras. And they were so mad at me that I fainted. They were like, Maddie, we just waited on this line and you really fainted. And I'm like, you guys can still go. It was so funny. The EMTs had to come, the Six Flags EMTs.
You're in the EMT,
and I had to get water and get hydrated again. And then I was fine. And then we're back.
The least you could do is let my girls on the ride.
Yeah, and then we were back to going on rides. But they were so mad. They were like, are you serious? Nitro's our favorite one. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
It's really selfish of you, actually.
My friend brings it up to this day, 8 years later. I can't believe you made me get off to go to the EMT.
To go faint.
Sorry.
Sorry, I have better things to do, girly. I've never fainted going on a ride, but I've gotten really nauseous. So, I went because I was a counselor in training before I was a camp counselor. Did you ever do camp?
I was a camp counselor.
So did you have the counselor in training program before you became a counselor?
It was you had to do a certain amount of hours.
It's community service basically.
Yeah.
Because once you're 16, then you can apply for counselors. So we went to kindergarten through 3rd grade. Had to go to Quasi, which is the kid. It's a kid made for younger kids. Then the older kids could go to Lake Compounce, and that's the big amusement park in Connecticut.
Okay.
Because yes, I do live in the middle of nowhere, and
if you're wondering,
Lake Compounce is made for older kids. They have the big roller coasters there and stuff. So I was with, I was sort of a floater for the week. That was my assignment. I was just wherever they needed me for different groups. So they asked me to go on the field trip. And they're like, we need you to go to Quasi. And I was like, okay. So I went and I was with 2nd grade boys. And they made us go on at Lake Compounce, they have this thing. It's called Revolution. You basically, it just spins. You know where you spin around and then it'll go up?
Yeah.
It was a kid's ride for it. But we went around so many times that I literally felt like I was about to start dry heaving because I was A, dizzy, B, didn't drink enough water because I was really just like, taking care of like, it was like 12 to 15, like second grade boys and like the other counselor. And he was like, well, Sydney can go on the ride. I'll just wait here. And I was like, Sydney can go on the ride?
Sydney cannot.
Sydney physically cannot go on the ride.
Wait.
So my dad had to pick me up.
Let's just talk about being camp counselors because I didn't know you were one, and I had being a camp counselor was actually one of the best summers of my life.
I had so much fun.
So the camp I worked at, shout out to Rolling Hills, love you. I was only camp counselor for one summer because it was just like a random, like me and my friends just applied. And I was Huron C, and that so like each age group was like a different like Indian tribe, and I was with the 3 to 4 year old boys, and this is in Freehold, New Jersey, and like it's not like a Jewish summer camp, but majority of the kids that went there were Jewish because a lot of them were from like Brooklyn and like the city, and like so they would have beach houses near there, so like they would just like the kids would go there during the day. I never went to camp as a child, so like I was living through these little like 3 to 4 year old
living vicariously through you
No,
guys.
Literally but like the only thing was like a lot of them didn't know how to wipe themselves, like so I had to wipe butts, and like by the end of the summer like I taught the boys, like some of them how to wipe their own butts and tie their own shoes, and I felt like mother of the year. I was literally like and there was this one boy.
How old were they? There were
3 to 4 years old. It was like a
day camp.
Yeah. I don't want to get terrible, right? Anyway, but I enjoyed it.
That's like day. Like they should be in day.
No, we were there from like 8 to 4.
Yeah, that's like
it was a lot, and we were all outside like all day long. But like
that's a lot. On
the best part.
Too.
Did your camp have like the program like Camp America or something? And a lot of the like not counselors, but like the people that would work like the like at our camp, like there was like different fields. So like there was a soccer field and this field, and like then there's like rock climbing and like art and gymnastics. Like it was like the acreage of this day camp was the size of Ayana's campus. Like it was huge. It was massive.
My day camp was at the high school.
Oh no, this was like legit. But the people that would work like the activities in the sports centers were from like England, Australia, New Zealand.
Like they paid a lot of money for these kids to go to this camp then.
Oh yeah, it was like $5,000 for like little kids, and then like every year went up. It was mad expensive. Like these kids would pull up in like Ferraris and like Teslas and stuff, and I was like, my Toyota Camry parked right there.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. But that's crazy. We were just like, it's just a town camp, so it was really just the town of New Fairfield.
Yeah, I don't really know how we found this place. We kind of just applied.
I was with 4th and 5th grade girls. That was like my group.
That was my friend. She was with girls and she hated it.
I loved being with the girls. I made that. They were like, Sydney, play your music. And I was like, okay, you asked for it. So they didn't know what Camp Rock was. They didn't know who the Jonas Brothers were. They just didn't know.
Just hear that in my throat.
They're like, I've never seen. I was like, what do you guys watch on Disney Channel? They're like, Sydney to the Max and like all these
what is that?
Weird show. It's a show on Disney Channel. They're like Vampirina and all these things, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. I'm like, have you heard of Hannah Montana? They're like, who's that?
I had to
and I was like, girls, you're gonna have to.
I had to dust up on my little baby shows, like what's it called, with the dogs. You know, the dog all the little
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol. I had to know everything about Paw Patrol to like interact with these children. But so my whole group was so like they were like kosher, like some of the like so there's 4 different groups within like the 3 to 4 age group, and my group C, they were all kosher, meaning like they were all Jewish. So I literally had to make sure like if when we were at lunch, if they had chicken nuggets, I literally had to know who did. So like when we went to like cooking class, they couldn't have like the dairy, and some of the parents were like, okay, like no, it's fine, like they don't have to wait like, 3 to 4 hours to like. I don't know, it's something where like you have to wait a couple hours to you can't eat together. But some parents were really strict, so like there were times where, like I would fly across the table and just like smack it like out of their hands because I was like, no, I'm gonna get fired. Like it was so bad, and like
That was
At
like,
lunch, like I'm eating the little kosher chicken nuggets though. Mwah, mwah, and kosher hot dogs. So
did you
good.
not bring your own food?
No, the camp catered it. There was like a you know when you go to
Oh,
school and
we
there's like
just
a lunch
catered
hall?
it.
Legit. And kosher pizzas, pizza bagels. Oh my god, guys, I'm telling you, go kosher. Like it was just, I literally was eating the best ever. Like there was like salad bars, like but the one thing that the boys did that was a little strange, they ate their pasta noodles with ketchup.
Ew.
So I
Ew.
don't know if maybe like marinara sauce isn't kosher and like that's why they can't eat it. But like they really loved ketchup and noodles.
That's really horrible.
I've seen people eat pizza and ketchup.
Guys, go kosher.
I've seen people eat ketchup with pizza. I knew someone that did that, but never noodles.
I don't think that's correct.
Yeah. But I loved them so much. And like I would have like my chicken nuggets and then yogurt sometimes. And like they'd be like, but I want yogurt. I'm like, but you can't. You just had chicken nuggets.
But I
So
want
and then
yogurt.
imagine telling a freaking 3-year-old like you can't have something. So then like freaks out and I'm like, sorry, dude. You gotta listen.
Your stomach, not mine.
You gotta listen to what the word is. The word of God.
God said go kosher.
No, but I was like, I can't go against what you believe in. No chicken nuggets, no yogurt together. Duh.
Aw. That's like what's it called? Is it the paleo diet? It's like,
Oh, like keto?
yeah, I worked at a daycare and like I was with toddlers and infants.
Oh,
I loved being with like the babies because they don't talk back to you. And then going to like preschool, I liked being with preschool, but then like I've been a camp counselor for like 5 years at that point, so I was like I don't want to be with these older kids anymore because like I, had like my summer camp job for that.
They got the attitude.
I know. I'm like, let's watch our Tone girls.
Mm-hmm.
They're like fighting over the talent show dance.
Oh, we had talent show too. I loved it.
I love the talent show. We made them do. So we were the rebel. Our mascot was the rebel.
Did you do Color Wars?
Oh yeah, we did
my
Color
God.
Wars. We did Camp Olympics. Whoa. We did
Whoa.
I'm trying to think of like fun things we did. Minute to Win It.
I don't know. Oh wait, is that like a game show kind of thing? Yeah, we did that.
Did you have like Camp Champ at the end of the week? So like it was like camper.
Yes, and I got camp counselor of the week, and then I got super counselor, and like
super kosher.
and you get like a really nice like dry fit like I'm gonna wear it one day for you, and it's this shirt says super counselor, and it has like a high five on the back of it, and it names like all 5 things that like a super counselor is. And then you get pied.
Awesome,
we get
smart.
pied by Pie Man. And like
What is this
and Pie Man is a guy. Actually, the little kids like aren't allowed to. Only like the older kids can watch it because like it's like a soccer mask with like a face in it. So it's kind of terrifying as a child. But like if you get pied by Pie Man, like it's an honor. So like everyone's cheering and like yeah, Pie Man. And I got pied because I was super counselor. And the little kids, like, if you want, like, they're, like, terrified of Pie Man, and they'd be like, I know he lives in the woods. Like, if you go missing, like, we know Pie Man took you. Like, they, like, made up these little, like, stories, and I was like, yeah, Pie Man's gonna come and get you. So tie your shoe, bud.
That's like when Pokemon Go was popular a couple years ago. Like, they're not allowed to have their phones or their iPads or their iPods at camp.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, you can't have it. So then one kid stood up on the park bench, like down the park was like part basically of like the high school, middle school campus. So we used like the fields and then we went to the park. One kid stood up on the park bench and he goes, "Attention all Pokemon goers! There's a big Pokemon right in the woods over there. I see it on my iPod." And we're like, "Okay, speak your truth." Like, but you can't. None of you are going into the woods. Sorry.
Go off. Imagine they all go into the woods. They never come back. Ha, ha, ha.
All you Pokemon goers, there's a big Pokemon right over there.
There was this one like guy. He worked he was okay, because my friend Lucia, she also worked there, and she was one of the people that worked at the rock climbing
That's
wall.
So fun.
And this guy Tom from England, also worked at the rock climbing wall, and I
Hey,
was
Tom.
literally like in love with him. And he could sing, and because he sang at the talent show, and he sang a song by Billy Joel. He sang Vienna. Literally, I wanted to marry him on the spot. So I would always make like a little boy like walk past with me, so he would be like, "Wow, she's so motherly!" Like, oh my god, I just want to like. And then I found out,
Man, I'm jealous of
and it
Pie
was so
Man.
it wasn't like because like I was like 19 at the time, so like all the older counselors and like the people from England, like every weekend they go out to like Asbury or like Belmar, and like because they're all over 21, they'd all go to, like the bars and stuff. I was like, that should be me with
That
Tom.
should be me.
And then he started dating this other counselor girl. I don't know why, like, like what? No, but I was so upset. I was like, Tom, no. And then before I knew that,
Tom, baby.
my friend Lucia told him like how like I was like literally like had the fattest crush on him, and he goes, what he said, I'm flattered, and I was like, you're flattered? That's all you're gonna say? You're flattered?
They.
But then there was Gerald, and I also had a fat crush on Gerald, and he was like 6'7", like this big old husky man.
Like, how do you get the job? Like, it's just anyone can apply for it, like, from New Jersey?
Like the camp?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like yeah, you could just like apply.
Like, our town camp, it was, like, my friends. It was me and my friends. Like, we were all in the same grade. And, like,
You know, like my friend was trying to find a summer job, and then she was on like Indeed or something, and then saw
okay.
that, applied, and she got hired like the next day.
So, how much did you get paid for the summer?
Oh, we got okay. So the families were allowed to tip us at the end of the
Oh,
the
my
summer.
God. Big tips at the end of the
Yes.
summer.
So, but we weren't paid. So we weren't paid minimum wage. We were paid like a couple dollars an hour because we got tipped at the end of the summer. So really, like that's why I didn't want to do it again, because it really was money wise wasn't worth it. But being with the kids, like I literally loved it. Like
Oh, I loved
it was
camp.
so fun.
But it's
then,
just exhausting.
oh,
Like, once
Monday
you hit
to
a certain
Friday.
age, I don't like. I'm like, I don't have the patience anymore. And plus, like, I need to start looking for
I need like
another,
another
job.
But at the end of the summer, I made like, so each paycheck was around like maybe 400 or 500, and we only got like maybe each paycheck was 400. We got 4 paychecks throughout the summer, and then tips at the end. I think I went home with about like 1,000.
Are you kidding me?
But like these kids were like not like, they were very wealthy families, and like this one boy, Charles, I love you and I miss you. He was my favorite. Oh my god, he would literally like just always want to sit in my lap, and like he would just be like, Maddie, like I just want to sit. And then this other boy, Joey, he was like, are you gonna miss me when summer's over? And I was like, yes, because my favorites were like the troublemakers, per usual. And Joey on the first day of camp literally punched me in the face because he didn't want to be there. Like he was like having the biggest tantrum.
I'm crazy.
And he was also like a little redhead, but it wasn't like a redhead like me. It was like more darker. Like it wasn't as like, oh, red hair. Like it was like cute red hair. Like he was like, he pulled it off, and he pulled my hair and punched me in the face. Did not want to be there, but me and him became really good best friends. And then Charles was also like, he was like tall for his age, so he was bigger than all the other kids, and like he was just like very athletic. And he had like the cutest little curls.
I got pelted in the head with the basketball 3 times last summer. They would just throw the kickballs
I got peed on
at me.
Got peed on once by Hank. I probably shouldn't be saying their names. I didn't sign an NDA, so I mean I can, but Hank literally peed on me. Literally peed on me. And you know what's funny? I literally asked him like 5 seconds before they go, do you have to go to the bathroom? He's like, no. And I'm like, okay. I'm helping him put on his shoes. Literally peed on me.
When we would go to like compounds, like there's a ride called Boulder Dash. So it's like the fastest ride, but it's like 100 years old. It's literally a wooden roller coaster, and it goes through the woods.
That's sick.
So we're on the bus ride there, and you know, like when you start getting near the like, if you went on a field trip, they start chanting the name. They're like Lake Compounds, Compounds. So me and the camp counselors would be like, bus driver, turn it around. We're going back home. They're like, no, boo. So they're like, I want to go on Boulder Dash. I want to go on Boulder Dash. So I was like, okay. We get online there. We're waiting for literally an hour.
I hate waiting.
Then you get I don't want to go on anymore. I'm like, I don't want to go on. I'm like, we have waited an hour and 15 minutes. We are going on Boulder Dash. So we would go on Like we do all the big rides like kind of first because like the lines were long.
Mm-hmm.
But I would go on all the rides because like, you know, I want to go on all the rides
Yeah.
too. But there's some kids like they just go, they only go on like one water ride and that's it.
No, couldn't be me.
We went to have you heard of Splashdown?
No.
It's in like Fishkill, New York, I think. So my sister was my CIT one week because I only had like it was me and another camp counselor and we just split the group. So like she and a CIT had like 10 girls and then me and my sister, we had 10.
Mm-hmm.
So we go on this one ride. It was called like the Arctic Mammoth because it was like a water park. And the ride next to it was called the Megalodon. So we're standing online waiting and they just like keep talking about like rides and stuff. Like, yeah, I rode the Megalodon like 3 times last summer. I'm like, that's funny because the Megalodon literally just opened like 2 weeks ago.
So you're a big fat liar.
So then we just kept hearing it. I want to go on the Megalodon. Do you guys want to go on the Megalodon? We can only have like 4 people to a tube. We can only have 4 people to a tube. So then I start calling Ava. I'm like, you know, Ava's middle name is Megalodon. Like her actual name is Megalodon. So they're like, Megalodon, do you want to come on the ride with us? Megalodon? Hey, Megalodon, I'm a Megalodon. So then Ava goes to them. She's like, well, Cindy's name is Arctic Mammoth. So I think that's where she's a mammoth, of course. I think that's where it came from.
I was gonna just say like maybe you're a mammoth.
She's a mammoth, of course.
She's a mammoth. I went to an amusement park in Utah. It was really fun. It was called Lagoon. I think just Lagoon. But it was like it's been open like I like you know like little historical places, like little fun little history facts.
Flavor.
It's been open for like over like 100 years or something
so is
crazy like that.
Is it like natural like spring water there, or is it like just like, you know, redone water park?
Oh no, it's not a water park. It's like like just rides.
Oh.
But like one of the rides was built in like the early like 1900s, I want to say, because like they had all the pictures, and I was like, the ride, and it was so small, like it wasn't crowded at all. So like we went on like every ride like multiple times, and I was down for that because I'm psycho and I want to go on every ride like multiple times. I'm crazy, but I'm free. But it was like, it was so fun. It was just like it was like a little mini Six Flags.
Yeah. So we went to like compounds. I've been to Splashdown, like more like small amusement parks. But then I went to Disney last summer.
For the first time?
I'm literally a Disney freak.
Was that your first time?
No, we went in 2006, but like I was sort of like too young to appreciate it, I feel.
Yeah. The last time I went when I was little, I think it was like 2nd, 3rd grade. And then I went again for my senior trip.
So I love Disney.
100%.
Like I've always been a Disney freak. But we went to Epcot and it was my sister's birthday. Like that's the reason, like me, her, and my mom, we went. So my sister had the birthday pin. And like the people that work at Disney, they're like trained to like look at those types of things. So literally everywhere we went, like they pointed it out. Oh, it's her birthday. And then they would sing at like the restaurants and stuff, or even like the characters. Mm-hmm. So we went because we were in Morocco, that part in Epcot, like when you go around the world. And I tell the story to everybody. Ava, we were waiting online to like meet Aladdin because we saw like Aladdin and Jasmine. I was like, let's go take a picture. So I'm like, Ava, just like don't be weird. Like just talk normally. Like they're gonna talk to you like in a character voice, but just like, you know, don't say anything dumb. She's like, I won't. It's her 16th birthday last year. So we go up to them and they say like, oh, hi. And then Aladdin goes to her and he's like, I see it's your birthday. Did the genie grant you any wishes? You know, the genie grants 3 and blah, 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 blah. And Ava, I guess, got didn't know what to say. She goes, I don't have any wishes. And he's like, oh.
He breaks out of character. We don't allow depressed people here.
Okay, well, Sydney can be in the picture and Sydney can only be in the picture.
I love Disney.
So we walked away. I'm like, why couldn't you just go along with it? Why did you have to be weird? She's like, I didn't know what to say.
I wish for a dog. Wait, did you go to Hollywood Studios?
We did. We went to Toy Story Land.
Oh, when I went for my senior trip, it wasn't open yet. I'm so sad. And I want to go I'm not a big fan of Star Wars, but like anything where it's like a replica of something that's like not real, like I just love. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just really dig that. So like I want to go to Star Wars.
I would go. Like we were supposed to go this summer again. We were gonna do, I think, Animal Kingdom, then what was it Epcot, then Magic Kingdom. So we would leave on like a Thursday, come back on a Sunday, sort of thing.
Like, it was nice though, because like for my senior trip, like we got to go to every park, and we also got to go to Universal Studios, which
I want to go to Universal so bad.
Do you like Harry Potter?
So I'm not like a Harry Potter like
Even if
stan,
you're not though,
but I really want to go.
Disgustingly cool. It is like it makes me want to vomit how cool it is there. Like, it's amazing. I bought a $60 wand because it was so cool.
Did you bring it to school?
No, it's on like display in my bedroom actually. Because I love it.
I'm not. Did you read like all the books and stuff?
I read like the first 2 or 3, but then like I went through a book first. I was like, but I don't want to read a few books, and then so I stopped. But when I was in Disney, when we went to Hollywood Studios, we went to like the Frozen sing along thing. I feel like my heart like I think like I had an out of body experience because it was one of the most like I feel like that's what giving birth feels like. It was so beautiful.
That's
and like
the fireworks show, the Happily Ever After one at Magic Kingdom.
Oh, did you see Fantasia too? The Fantasia show?
No.
Oh,
I probably saw when I was younger, but we saw the
firework thing, and you're like,
I cried. They lit up the castle and they showed like all like the old movies on it and stuff.
Were you outside the castle when they do the show like Tinkerbell flies in?
Yes.
Oh my god, sick.
And then we saw the character parade, of course. I love the character parade.
100%.
So we were like waiting on the corner, you know, like a half hour before because you have to get a spot.
Okay, so you know, like there's Main
quickly.
Street, and like when you walk in, you're at like the train stop kind of thing.
Yes.
And how there's like that. I think the restaurant's to the left. You know that like an Italian restaurant? It's like from Lady and the Tramp kind of themed.
Yes.
If you like make a reservation, like, well, actually they don't even take reservations for like the patio when there's parades because it's like the best spot.
That's where we sat.
Like while eating.
We didn't sit there and like eat, but we sat there. It was like a little. I think it's like right. I know where you're talking about. It's like this little like grab and go. Like you could
but it's like a restaurant though. Like, and it's like this little. It's like an outdoor seating. It's like indoors and outdoor, but like it's really hard to get a reservation on the outside when like that main parade goes on during the day. So it was me, my mom, my grandma, and my sister, and like my mom really wanted us to watch the parade while eating because she read it on like Yelp or something. I don't know. And the lady was like, well, I'm sorry, like, we can't put you there. Like, the wait is this, and this. And, like, the parade, like, it's just a long wait. And then my mom saw that her name was Dorothy. And my mom's real name is Dorothy, but she goes by Darcy. So my mom was like, oh, my God, your name's Dorothy. And, like, my mom's good with, like, flirting with people, like, you know, talking it up. And the lady was like, yeah. And she was like, my name's Dorothy. Like, I'd never meet anyone named Dorothy. And, like, they were going back and forth for a while. And the lady was like, you know what? I think I could actually get you a table. And we got the table and we got to watch it. And like when I was younger, thanks, Dottie. It was so sick because like when you're younger and you're like, oh my God. And it was so fun.
I think I can pull some strings.
My mom was like, thank God I'm Dorothy.
Dorothy things. Hey girl. We like, so you walk down Main Street and then you near like the end where it's like the big roundabout, like where in the center the statue is of Mickey and Walt Disney. So there's like this little cafe or like dessert place so you could sit down right there because our family friends they go to Disney like much more than we do.
So, like,
and we were like asking them, we're like, where should we go to watch the show? And they were like, if you want to sit and watch it because it's going to be a mob scene when you get into the park, like sit here and you can watch it all like from back there. So that's where we sat. I had an out-of-body experience. Like, it was amazing. I felt like, and then I was watching, like, little kids, like, watch it, and they, like, you know.
It's just, like, beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It just, you know, when we went to when this was in high school, so I was a senior, we went, like, me and my friends, like, my whole group, we went to the sing-along Frozen, and, like, my guy friends were, like, it was, like, a whole group. It was, like, 10 of us. It was so fun.
Is it an Epcot or?
That was Hollywood Studios. And, like, but a little girl, she was a toddler, like, 3 years old, like that, like she was so tiny and she was running up and down the aisle. You know, like when you're on a movie like that'd be so annoying, but she was like literally like belting her hat out to like every song and like knew every word, and and she like hit them notes, and we were all like,
So she's a bit of
And,
a
like,
fixer
we were
upper.
singing with her. Like at the end, her mom was like, "Thank you guys so much. Like you made that so
Aw.
fun for her."
To wrap it up quick,
Yeah, guys, me and Cindy just had a really fun time.
we'll have to talk about Disney next week because I could talk about it forever.
Hi. Good
Hi.
question. What are you doing?
Wait, 1 second. 1 second. Wait, how do I mute it?
So that's gonna be our segment for the day today. But I think next week we're gonna have to keep talking about Disney.
Yeah,
Because
and like amusement parks.
I think this should be our segment. We just keep talking
Yeah,
about
Catherine
Disney.
can find her own.
Well, thank you for having us, guys.
Bye, guys. Love you so
And,
much. I want to kiss you.
That's 3 Girls, 1 Brain Cell.
Okay, sorry, I was.